We are often encouraged and repeatedly reminded to focus on fulfilling the needs and desires of others, sometimes even at the expense of our own, and to always maintain a polite and considerate demeanor toward them. However, has anyone ever truly explained to us the potential risks or consequences of being overly compassionate, excessively friendly, or excessively accommodating to others? It's rarely pointed out that this excessive kindness, though well-intentioned, can sometimes lead to unexpected harm and negative outcomes. The reality is that we do not always receive the same level of effort, care, or kindness that we offer in this world. Generous individuals often find themselves observing how their continuous giving and selflessness gradually depletes their emotional energy, and in some cases, even drains them financially. This raises an important question. Is it possible that being overly kind and accommodating could even put our own well-being or lives at risk? Today, I will discuss and reveal 8 significant negative consequences that arise from being excessively kind and overly generous. Additionally, I will share with you 4 practical, yet challenging strategies to prevent others from taking advantage of your generosity and kindness while maintaining your own sense of balance and well-being. Without further ado, let's begin with the very first point. 1. You'll develop unrealistically high expectations for people. The ancient Stoics emphasized the importance of seeing things clearly as they truly are, and not relying on others for our happiness or emotional stability. When we give freely, without expecting much or anything in return, we set ourselves up to avoid disappointment, which allows us to detach emotionally and achieve a calmer, more peaceful state of mind. But whether we consciously acknowledge it or not, it's inherently challenging to be completely selfless when we give. Whenever we pour all our time, energy, and resources into others, we subconsciously anticipate or hope that they will be there to reciprocate when we are in need of something important. Over time, however, people become so accustomed to having everything taken care of by you that they start to take your efforts for granted. They begin to assume, often without thinking, that you will always handle not just your responsibilities, but theirs as well. If you consistently neglect your own needs to serve others, it's only natural that others will assume you have no problem taking on extra tasks. But in reality, your unspoken expectations of reciprocity will remain unmet, leaving you emotionally drained, frustrated, and possibly resentful. It's essential to recognize that people aren't necessarily letting you down intentionally. Rather, they are simply prioritizing their own needs and responsibilities, just as you should be doing for yourself. This dynamic inevitably leads us to our next point. 2. Your personal goals and aspirations may be neglected. The Stoics frequently stressed the importance of reasoning, setting clear boundaries, and prioritizing one's own responsibilities to maintain a balanced and fulfilling life. If you habitually put the needs and desires of others ahead of your own, you may end up avoiding or neglecting crucial aspects of yourself, especially the parts that may feel uncomfortable, challenging, or even frightening to confront. Take a moment to reflect. How do you feel when you spend time alone, unoccupied by distractions or obligations to others? Do you feel at peace, or do you experience discomfort? If you find yourself filling your schedule with endless tasks for others to avoid confronting your own inner struggles, the impact will only be harsher in the long run. 3. People will come to expect constant giving from you. Human beings are inherently creatures of habit, deeply influenced by patterns and routines that make up their comfort zones. When you consistently give and give, the people around you naturally begin to expect this behavior as the norm. They'll settle into a comfort zone where they no longer feel the need to manage their own responsibilities, knowing that you will always step in. By failing to value yourself and set limits on your giving, you make it unlikely that others will respect your time or energy. Don't expect empathy from the very people who rely on you. After all, why would they willingly give up the ease and convenience you provide? 4. People may perceive you as weak and treat you accordingly. The philosophy of Stoicism strongly encourages individuals to cultivate inner strength and to develop self-discipline as a way of demonstrating control over their own lives. By setting clear boundaries and practicing self-restraint, we communicate to others that we are serious about respecting our own time and priorities. This, in turn, earns us the respect of others, as we project an image of strength and independence rather than one of weakness or servitude. However, if you consistently help others to an excessive degree without establishing limits, you might unintentionally create the opposite impression of what you hope to convey. People might start to see you as someone who lacks the strength to say no, or who cannot stand up for their own needs. They may begin to approach you not because they genuinely value your help, but because they know you'll never refuse, even if the task is unreasonable or unfair. Interestingly, the moment you muster the courage to say no for the first time, you'll notice a shift in how people perceive you. They'll start to respect you for standing your ground, a sentiment they might not have shown before. Saying no doesn't just assert your boundaries, it signals to others that you are in control of your life and that you value your own time, energy, and well-being. 5. You might develop unhealthy dependencies or habits. The Stoics advocated for calmness, balance, and self-discipline, urging people to maintain control over their desires and actions. When you overextend yourself to others without setting limits, it can lead to emotional depletion, leaving you more susceptible to unhealthy coping mechanisms or habits. For example, when life feels overwhelmingly demanding, some people turn to temporary fixes, such as overeating, drinking excessively, or other potentially harmful behaviors, to numb the stress and exhaustion they feel. These habits may begin innocently enough, but can spiral into destructive patterns over time. If someone close to you gently points out a concerning behavior, your first instinct might be to react defensively or deny that there's an issue. However, it's important to remember that such observations often come from a place of care and concern. Listening to their perspective can help you recognize the early warning signs of an unhealthy pattern and take steps to address it before it becomes more damaging. 6. You'll attract takers, not givers. The type of energy we put out into the world has a profound impact on the people and experiences we attract. When you give excessively without considering your own well-being, you inadvertently lower your own energy levels. This depletion can result in attracting individuals who operate at a similar low frequency, people who are more interested in taking from you than in building a mutually beneficial relationship. These individuals, often referred to as energy vampires, thrive on the generosity and kindness of others without offering anything meaningful in return. They may sap your energy, resources, and emotional well-being without a second thought, leaving you feeling used and unappreciated. To maintain your own vibrancy and positivity, it's crucial to be selective about who you allow into your life and to prioritize relationships that are uplifting and reciprocal. 7. People may question your intentions. In an ideal world, kindness would always be met with gratitude and trust. However, the unfortunate truth is that excessive generosity can sometimes lead others to question your motives. Rather than seeing your actions as selfless, people may become suspicious, wondering if there's a hidden agenda behind your help. This skepticism isn't entirely unfounded, as some individuals who appear overly helpful may have ulterior motives, such as gaining favor or manipulating others. While it's disappointing to be misjudged, understanding this perspective can help you navigate social dynamics more effectively. Strategy 1. Don't be afraid to say no. Learning to say no is one of the most empowering skills you can develop, and it aligns closely with the Stoic principle of valuing your own time and energy. When you say no to requests that are unreasonable or overwhelming, you demonstrate self-control and set a clear boundary that others must respect. Although saying no might feel uncomfortable or even negative at first, it's essential to remember that it's a necessary tool for preserving your own well-being. Practicing this skill in front of a mirror can help you gain confidence in using it, reminding yourself that it's a positive step toward reclaiming your freedom and maintaining a healthy balance in your life. Strategy 2. Tune into your own emotions and needs. The Stoics placed great importance on self-awareness, emphasizing the need to regularly examine one's emotions, desires, and motivations. By paying close attention to how you feel when helping others, you can gain valuable insight into whether your actions are coming from a place of genuine kindness or from a sense of obligation. Helping others should feel uplifting and fulfilling, like a meaningful contribution to your relationships and community. However, if you find yourself feeling drained, frustrated, or unappreciated, it's a clear sign that something needs to change. Taking time to reflect on these feelings allows you to make adjustments that prioritize your well-being while still maintaining your relationships. Strategy 3. Recognize and distance yourself from energy vampires. Some individuals, knowingly or unknowingly, have a tendency to drain the energy and positivity of those around them. These energy vampires are often consumed by negativity, constantly complaining or seeking help without ever contributing anything positive in return. Stoic philosophy teaches us to practice wisdom and self-control when it comes to relationships. Recognizing who uplifts you and who drains you is a critical step toward maintaining your emotional and mental health. By distancing yourself from those who only take without giving, you protect your own energy and create space for relationships that are more balanced and rewarding. Strategy 4. Prioritize time for yourself and guard it fiercely. Setting aside dedicated time for self-care and personal enjoyment is an essential part of maintaining balance and well-being. Whether it's engaging in a favorite hobby, exercising, or simply relaxing with a good book or music, these moments of solitude allow you to recharge and reconnect with yourself. Make it a habit to schedule this time into your daily or weekly routine, treating it as non-negotiable. If someone asks for your help during these moments, don't hesitate to say no, or offer an alternative time that fits within your boundaries. By prioritizing your own needs, you demonstrate self-respect and ensure that you have the energy and focus to help others when it truly matters. In the grand tapestry of life, guided by the enduring wisdom of Stoicism, balance emerges as the ultimate virtue, particularly when it comes to the act of giving. It is not inherently wrong to be generous, but the measure of that generosity must be carefully weighed against the preservation of our own energy, time, and emotional well-being. When we lean too far into excessive selflessness, we risk depleting ourselves entirely, becoming shadows of who we are meant to be. The Stoics often champion the pursuit of the golden mean, a middle ground that allows us to strike a harmonious balance between helping others and safeguarding our own interests. Giving too little can paint us as selfish or indifferent, while giving too much can leave us drained, unappreciated, and potentially exploited. Instead, leaning toward moderation empowers us to meet the needs of others while ensuring our own inner strength and happiness remain intact. Remember, saying no is not a sign of failure, negativity, or selfishness. It is a necessary affirmation of your worth, priorities, and boundaries. The small yet powerful act of declining an unreasonable request can liberate you from unnecessary burdens and allow you to focus on what truly matters. Whether it's preserving your emotional health, managing your time wisely, or investing in meaningful relationships, the simple word no becomes your shield against the overwhelming demands of life. This philosophy extends to all facets of life, even the seemingly trivial ones. For instance, if someone offers to give you a ride, but you feel uncomfortable or unsure about their intentions, you have the right to decline and choose what feels safest for you. This small example reminds us that Stoic wisdom is not just theoretical, it is profoundly practical, a tool we can use in everyday interactions to protect our well-being and guide our decisions. As we draw this discussion to a close, I encourage you to reflect on the insights shared today and to take deliberate steps toward implementing them in your life. By doing so, you can create a life imbued with the calm, strength, and clarity that Stoicism inspires. You are not only the architect of your own happiness, but also the guardian of your boundaries and the curator of the energy you share with the world. I want to sincerely thank you for joining me on this journey into the depths of Stoic philosophy and its profound implications for modern life. If you found value in the ideas shared here, whether they made you think, inspired you to act, or simply helped you feel understood, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps our community grow and ensures that more people can discover the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. And if you haven't already, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the School of Life. By doing so, you'll gain access to more content designed to enrich your life, improve your relationships, and help you become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments section what resonated with you most from today's video. And as a gesture of empowerment, declare this truth in the comments. I am a powerful person, and I control everything in my life. This affirmation is a small but significant step toward reclaiming your strength and embracing the life you deserve. Thank you once again for your time, your attention, and your commitment to growing alongside this incredible community. Stay strong, stay wise, and I'll see you in the next video.